It's time. The first 2025 case list is here for us to unveil. Guys, I'm so excited. I hate to wish away 2024. We still have a couple months left, but I just can't wait to see what 2025 has in store for the Disney Cars mainline. Maybe some new expanded universe stuff. Who knows what the year has to offer? So we're going to chip away at it about every month and reveal a new singles case. Now, we'll get two early on here because case N that we'll be doing today is scheduled for November 1st, and then case P is scheduled for December 1st. So I'll be able to reveal both of those relatively quickly, and then once November 1st hits, I'll be able to reveal case Q. And yeah, you guys might be wondering, what do you mean case NPQ? Where's ABC? So oddly enough, this year they are not resetting the alphabet, and this is something very common back in the day, like in 2016, not really 2017, but yeah, I mean a little bit actually at the beginning of 2017, you would see like a case R, a case Q, a case S, a case T, and then over the last couple years, they got into the habit of just resetting every year. They would get to case M and then would go back to A. That's not the case this year, interestingly enough. So the first case of 2025 singles will be case N. And we've seen this with 2-packs, the mini 3-packs, etc. That's why when I've revealed those, I mean, we've had like a case W and a case Y in there. It gets really funky. But yeah, without any further ado, let's jump right in here. If you intend to reshare these contents, please refer back to this video. I'd really appreciate it. I don't think these contents are going to be shared anywhere else on the internet, at least until they come out. That being said, a lot of the newer issues in this case have already been leaked in terms of we've seen their pictures. Like we've seen these cars on 2025 packaging, and I will show a couple of those as we go through the video here. Okay. We start off with one Winford Bradford Rutherford. That is the Cars 1 RPM racer. He has been released now a couple times from Thailand dating back to late 2019. Got a release in 2022 as well. So nothing too crazy here, but I do like this racer. And now he is on the darker, like the more red riders than when he was released in 2022. We have one GRC Lightning McQueen in this case as well, so we know the GRCs are coming back. There should be a package variant. It won't say new for 2024 on it. It should just be blank, and maybe the stuff on the card back also is a little different. Next up, we have Nile Speedcone, one of Nile Speedcone. Nothing too crazy here. He obviously did not get released this past year, but he was released in 2023. So now this is going to be his first time on the Red Riders packaging, not the Cars on the Road packaging. We also have one of Cars 1 Lightning McQueen. The obligatory obviously has to be here. Cars 1 Lightning McQueen. Nothing to get too excited about there. We do have one Fillmore in this case. So getting into some of the classics here, some 2006. We'll be able to compare them side by side and be like, wow, 19 years. Yeah, that's wild. It's going to be even wilder when we get to 2026 for the 20th anniversary. All right, strip weathers. There is one of the King in this case as well. Again, like I said, classics. And another one here, one of Luigi and Guido. How about we keep riding in the classics? One Sheriff is in this case as well. It's funny, the 2024 Sheriff has been oddly hard to find. I feel like it's a mixture of like not being in one of the half cases and then the full case not hitting target, like a weird little combo like that. But I don't think I've seen a 2024 Sheriff yet. You do have two Sallys in this case, which isn't ideal, but hey, again, they have to be there. Just is what it is. You have one Jackson Storm in this case. Okay, fine. There is one Logan Gearsall in this case. That's a nice one. That is the Model T Ghost that debuted in case L of 2024. So that is the most recent case, but oddly, not very available at the moment, even though last year, case L came out in August. You guys know distribution this year, especially in the United States, has been quite poor, but hopefully case L hits the US soon. Then you have one of Cave Lightning McQueen. My bad. False alarm. Cave Lightning McQueen's back after not being released this year, but obviously debuting in 2023. Speaking of that, literally copy and paste exactly what I just said, there's one Cryptid Buster Lightning McQueen in this case as well. These are both now on new packaging, not Cars on the Road packaging. But yeah, both debuted 2 years ago. Now they're back. Then we have one Slim Hood. This might be the highlight of the case, kind of, maybe. That doesn't sound good if Slim Hood's the highlight, but hey. Yeah, originally released in 2019, now is back. Not a new title and variant or anything, but this is one of the Thomasville Classic racers. A nice blue one, kind of like Leroy Hemming, but not fully. I think he has his own unique model. But yeah, nice to see him back. Kind of like a follow-up to Wheel to Lee, who was released in 2024 and who was originally released in the same case as Slim Hood. They're basically twins, birth. Well, not twins, but I guess they're not identical twins, but they're twins. They were basically born at the same time. They have very similar color schemes, actually. They're, the light blue and a little darker red in there. But yeah, little side tangent for you guys. But yeah, Slim Hood is back. Who else is back? Margaret Motorray. So if you missed her in Case K of 2024, no worries. She is back. 2024 Case K is just now hitting Walmart stores in the U.S., but again, obviously already been in Australia. I know it's out in Europe, so it's been just wild in terms of, some of these singles cases blitzing other countries and completely circumventing the United States. It's hurtful. All right, we have one Road Trip Mater in this case. So this is actually kind of a sneaky one on new packaging. It's one that debuted in 2023. This was the variant where he's kind of elevated, lifted up, new expression. Did not get released this past year, 2024. It's weird to say 2024 is this past year, but when I say that, that's what I mean. But yeah, now is back for 2025. Barney Cones also makes a reappearance here. Him and Margaret were released in Case K together, and now they're both back in this case here. So if you missed out on them, they're back. Package variants, because they won't say new for 2024. At least they shouldn't. Then you have two of Road Trip Lightning McQueen. This is the second variant, the 2023 one, not the 2022 one. So nothing too crazy there. There are two Dave Alternators in this case. That is the revolting Cars 1 racer, who they flip-flop names many times. Is it Davey Apex? Is it Dave Alternators? Oops, we accidentally called him TG Castlenut because that's the Cars 3 revolting racer. Let's go back to Dave Alternators. Yeah, it's a big, cluster, whatever you want to call it, as I like to say. But Dave Alternators revolting. There are two of them in this case. He was released in 2022 under the Red Riders, but now he's got that Redder Riders packaging. And last but not least, this is probably my highlight for the case. Again, not saying much, but there are two Billy Oilchangers in this case, two of the Cars 1 Octane Gain Racer. And yeah, it's nice. It's fine. I think it's been a little while since he's been released. I think since 2020 when he was released from Thailand. So again, not a new variant or anything, which actually, sums it up, as this is a case that does not include a new variant or a new release. That obviously sucks. What the hell, Mattel? But we always know they start off a little slow in these singles cases. Last year's case did not include a new variant or a new release either. Case B then resumed with Road at Marker and Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen, who was a new variant. So we'll see how things progress here. Like I said, in a couple days, when I get around to it, I will reveal Case P, which is basically Case B, the second case of 2025 singles. I will say that case does have a new variant, so get excited for that. You guys might already have some theories on who it is, but let me know your predictions for the 2025 line. It's going to be great. We're obviously leading into 2026 here, which will be a big year in terms of the 20th anniversary. So if, this year, things maybe don't impress you as much, just know 2026 should be a banger. Thanks as always for watching. Really appreciate it, guys. I'm glad to be back doing these case reveals, and I appreciate your support on all of them over the last couple years. I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye now. If all's got a man, they both know
one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't